Chainlink, arguably one of the most exciting cryptocurrencies to ever come out of this industry. Too many people are quite frankly sleeping on. We are moving towards a world where the finternet, the internet of value, is going to be a thing. And there needs to be a connective tissue that allows that internet of value to work, to interoperate. Chainlink with their CCIP, in my opinion, is that. Chainlink are playing a vital role and are already partnered with the largest clearinghouses in the world like Euroclear, DTCC, and of course already working with Swift. They've had a partnership with Swift now for a while. Chainlink are not only working to essentially connect the cryptocurrency space, so a lot of cryptocurrencies right now exist in this kind of a siloed fashion, and they often try and bridge between other ecosystems with the likes of bridges. Now, bridges often have been a real pain point, and Chainlink's CCIP is not only solving that problem by connecting the cryptocurrency space, but connecting the cryptocurrency space and the various projects within it to the broader financial world. And we know that with the rise of distributed ledgers, we are changing the financial industry as we know it. And Chainlink with their CCIP, in my opinion, is going to play a vital role in that. If you look at Chainlink, and it made a lot of sense to me back in 2018 and what it did for the DeFi space, it essentially enabled it with on-chain data feeds in a decentralized manner. You're essentially going to see it not only continue to enable the DeFi space, but actually enable the traditional financial space and the crypto space. So what we're going to be doing in this video is looking at a number of things. We're going to be doing a bit of recapping in regards to previous partnerships that Chainlink had. We'll be talking about the recent partnership that Chainlink and Fidelity have currently enabled with their NAV. But to start things off, what I want to do is play a clip of Augustin Carlson, who is the head of the BIS, talking about the future of finance and the finternet. Now, I wonder where they got that from. And we know Chainlink is all about enabling the internet of value. And you've got to think to yourself, what's the value of something that essentially plays a key role and sees hundreds of trillions of dollars worth of value essentially enabled through it? What's the value of that protocol? Well, that's for you guys to ask and hopefully answer. But let's dive over to this clip of Augustin Carlson talking about the finternet and the future of finance.
It is hard to see how useful financial innovation can really move forward. We have labeled our vision for the future financial system the finternet. I will leave it to Nandan to expand on it and explain the more technical aspects. But let me provide a broad overview. The finternet is a vision of multiple financial ecosystems that connect with each other, much like the internet. It aims to empower individuals and businesses by placing them at the center of their financial lives. The application of technology has meant that tasks that were once expensive and time-consuming, like making an overseas phone call or booking an hotel room in an unfamiliar city, can now be done with the flick of a finger.
So there you have it. The finternet is coming, and the finternet is going to need to be enabled by a connective tissue. That connective tissue, in my opinion, is Chainlink. Chainlink was the connective tissue that essentially enabled DeFi to actually work. And in regards to the tokenization of everything, there's going to need to be some sort of a oracle involved in that. Above and beyond that, there's also going to need to be a way that this kind of whole thing connects and interoperates. And I think Chainlink are certainly already working with some of the largest clearing houses in the world. In fact, some of the largest payment systems in the world, all actively using and piloting Chainlink as we speak, including some of the biggest banks in the world. Let's dive over now to some recent news. This broke over the past 24 hours. In fact, it broke on the 3rd. It is the 3rd today. And it says, we're excited to announce that Fidelity International and Signum have partnered with Chainlink to provide NAV data on chain for Fidelity's international $6.9 billion money market fund. So it's essentially a security or a debt-based security fund. In terms of money markets at the moment, I know within the United States there's a record $6 trillion in there. I do think you're going to see that flow back into the markets when we start to see interest rates drop. But this is the official publication. So Sigmund and Fidelity International partner with Chainlink to provide fund NAV data on chain. So this is from Zurich, Switzerland. Today at 0.0 form, Chainlink announced a collaboration with Fidelity International and Sigmund to bring net asset value NAV data on chain. In this landmark production, Use case for tokenized assets. The collaboration provides transparency and accessibility around key asset data for Sigmund's recently issued on-chain representation of Fidelity's international $6.9 billion institutional liquidity fund. Sigmund, a global digital asset bank group, tokenized $50 million of Matter Labs company treasury reserve. These reserves are held in Fidelity's international money market fund and were issued at the ZK Sync blockchain, a member of the Chainlink Scale program. NAV data is a critical building block that underpins the traditional fund industry today. With Chainlink, NAV data can be accurately reported and synchronized on-chain in an automated and secure manner, providing real-time transparency and built-in access to historical data for Signum, its clients, and a broader market participant. Beyond this use case, Chainlink is also providing a chain-agnostic approach for disseminating NAV data, enabling the data to securely propagate across any blockchain or existing off-chain system. So you can see the merging of the kind of TradFi world with the on-chain world. The Chainlink network goes far beyond on-chain data delivery to meet the three requirements of tokenized assets, providing cross-chain interoperability as well as dynamic synchronization to power programmable assets that stay updated across any environment. As we work to bridge the gap between traditional finance and the blockchain industry, setting standards, it is crucial for fostering ecosystem participation and strengthening collaboration across blockchain companies, regulated financial industry institutions, and asset managers, said Fatmir Bekiri, head of tokenization at Signum. This is an important milestone, and it's exciting to see the great work that has been done with Fidelity International, Chainlink, and Matter Labs come to fruition. And we look forward to keep building an on-chain ecosystem in a regulated and compliant way. The announcement comes at a time when there is a growing desire for blockchain native companies to receive their assets and NAV data on-chain from fund managers like Fidelity. With Chainlink, NAV data can be accurately and securely reported and updated on-chain, as well as across any public or private blockchain. Fund tokenization is the largest digital asset trend happening today, and it is a large confirmation that global asset manager firms are entering this growing market. Sergey Nazarov, co-founder of Chainlink, the global reach and efficiency behind benefits of tokenizing funds are far greater than traditional methods and will over time become the way the entire asset management industry operates, which is in the hundreds of trillions of dollars, ladies and gentlemen, across the board. I think Chainlink is going to play a vital role in that. You know, they're certainly the furthest ahead in actually, I think, enabling in a compliant manner the kind of tokenization of everything. You know, they are literally partnered with DTCC. So if we go back to that sort of clip of Augustin Carlson, he spoke about how there's going to be multiple participants and they're together going to form the Finternet. Well, again, there needs to be a kind of standard like we have with the internet that essentially enables that. I think public blockchains are going to be private blockchains, but there are going to be the need for private blockchains, certainly in regards to sensitive data. But they're all going to intermingle, and Chainlink's going to play a key role in that. And if you want any more confirmation that public blockchains are going to win, look at the internet. That originally started out as quite a private idea, and then the idea that it needed to be public and reach everybody kind of really won. And I think the same thing applies for distributed ledgers. So SmartNav pilot report bringing trusted data to the blockchain ecosystem. This, of course, is from DTCC. So an overview. In recognition of increasing industry attention on mutual fund tokenization, DTCC identifies an opportunity for on-chain price and rate data that can serve as a key enabler to the explorations of new initiatives. Taking a chain-agnostic approach, which Chainlink do, i.e. the ability to disseminate the NAV data across virtually any blockchain, would be key to enabling the use case to build a top smart NAV data's foundation. The SmartNav pilot was designed to explore an extension of DTCC, the largest clearinghouse in the world, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that are working with Chainlink, multiple fund profile service. The industry standard for transmitting price and rate data refers to as NAV data. DTCC, along with 10 market participants and Chainlink, so they are the likes of BY and Mellon, some of the largest banks in the world, work together to evaluate the feasibility and industry value of delivering a DLT-based price and rate dissemination solution that can enable new benefits and support experimentation in the asset management space. So some of the largest banks in the world are working with DTCC and Chainlink to essentially enable what Augustin Carlson was talking about. And Augustin Carlson also talks about how what was previously a very cumbersome task is now being essentially eradicated or eased by technology, i.e. the use of distributed ledgers. Also, we know that Chainlink are working with some of the largest industry leaders in the world, such as Swift. So Swift have obviously undergone a proof of concept. Swift are one of the largest payment systems in the world, along with a number of other individuals. So Swift and Chainlink to illustrate how 11,000 entities plus, using Swift's messaging standards could become blockchain enabled via CCIP. And it mentions a few, it mentions like ANZ Bank, which is, was a significant partnership, so on and so forth. So I truly do think, I think sometimes Chainlink doesn't seem like the sexiest investment, and that's fine. But often, whilst everyone's chasing meme coins and stuff like this, and there's nothing wrong with that, Chainlink really are kind of furthering this industry, essentially enabling the coalition between the traditional financial space, which is where all the money is, and this industry. And actually, not only that, they're revolutionizing the TradFi space through essentially harnessing distributed ledgers and being the kind of connective tissue that sees all that come together, the kind of enabler of the Finternet, if you will. This is another kind of good recap. So this is from Chainlink, Swift, the International Banking Messaging Standard, Chainlink, the Blockchain Interoperability Standard. Together, they're unlocking tokenization at scale. We did have news actually the other day that Coinbase filed for derivatives for Chainlink. This typically has followed actual spot ETFs. I do think you're going to get spot ETFs for the likes of Chainlink. What is the value, ladies and gentlemen, of a protocol that you can own a share of through the Chainlink token that basically enables the new financial system or plays a key role in it? I'm not sure. Is it trillions of dollars? Is it hundreds of billions? I'm really not sure, but I am rather bullish on Chainlink, and we can finish things off on a little bit of price action. So Chainlink very much kind of following the road we've set out for it. We've had this kind of stall box, but to me it looks exceptionally similar to the likes of Cardano in the last bull market, which we had the opportunity to take part of. This is a very typical pattern that you get at this stage of a market. If we go over to Cardano, back before it had its kind of major run, I truly believe Chainlink's in a kind of very similar position to what Cardano was once in, and potentially is going to result in a similar fashion. So we still have that $63 price prediction. Just because we have that price prediction doesn't mean it's going to happen. Remember, crypto is very risky and you can lose all your money. It's up to you guys at the end of the day where you see value and where you decide to invest your capital. It's not up to us. We're not a financial advisor. But this was just a video to kind of keep Chainlink on everybody's radar, because Chainlink truly is one of the most exciting cryptocurrency projects to come out of this industry. For me, Chainlink was a key enabler in allowing me to kind of realize the broader application of a distributed ledger, of course, with their Oracle solutions, their data feeds. And you kind of can derive, okay, well, if you can use it to incentivize accurate data reporting and bring that on chain, well, what can't you use a distributed ledger for? The possibilities are really endless. So that's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this content as much as I enjoyed presenting it. On that note, I'm going to love and leave you. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you all in the next one.